Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, where we explore the mind, motivation, and inner growth. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss new inspiration. I want you to imagine something. Imagine that you're standing at the edge of a wide, open road. You can see far into the distance. The sun is rising, painting the sky with colors of hope. You know that this road leads to the life you've always wanted. The dreams, the health, the love, the success, the freedom. But then you look down, and you realize the road is long. You don't have a map. You don't know exactly how many steps it will take or how many obstacles will appear along the way. And in that moment, a question rises inside you. Do I have what it takes to walk this road? That question, that hesitation, is where motivation lives. Motivation is the invisible force that decides whether we take that first step or whether we stand frozen at the starting line. A personal moment. I remember a time in my own life when I stood at such a crossroad. I was in my room late at night, feeling like I had lost all direction. My goals felt too far, my energy was gone, and I wondered if I should just give up. But then, I asked myself one question. What if I try one more time? Not 10 times, not 100, just once more. That small decision lit a spark. It didn't solve everything instantly, but it gave me the courage to try again. And from that spark, a flame slowly grew. That is what I want to share with you today, the art of keeping that flame alive. Because motivation is not about never feeling tired, never doubting, never falling. Motivation is about finding that one reason to rise, again and again, until standing becomes walking, walking becomes running, and running becomes flying. Why this matters now. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, endless noise, comparison, pressure. And so often we look at other people and think, they have it figured out. They're so motivated. Why can't I be like that? But here's the secret. Nobody is motivated all the time. Not even the most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, or leaders. The difference is that they've learned how to create motivation, not just wait for it. And that's what I want to help you do. So in this session, we're going to go deep. We're going to explore the psychology, the science, and the stories behind motivation. We'll talk about why it disappears, how to bring it back, and most importantly, how to keep it alive for the long journey. What motivation really is. Let's begin with a truth. Most people misunderstand motivation. We think it's about feeling excited, hyped up, full of energy. We watch a movie, we hear a song, and we feel unstoppable for a moment. But then, the feeling fades. Why? Because motivation isn't just a feeling, it's a system. 1. Motivation, as energy psychologists often describe motivation as energy directed toward a goal. It's like the fuel in your car. Without it, you don't move. But just like fuel, you can refill it, store it, and use it wisely. There are two main types. Extrinsic motivation. This comes from outside of you. Money, grades, praise, rewards, recognition. These can be powerful, but they are temporary. The moment the reward disappears, so does the energy. Intrinsic motivation. This comes from inside you. Passion, curiosity, meaning, growth, personal values. This is far stronger because it doesn't depend on anyone else. It's like a well inside you. When you know how to tap into it, it never runs dry. 2. The why behind our actions. Think about it. Everything you've ever done in your life, from brushing your teeth to chasing your biggest dreams, was driven by a why. Sometimes the why is small. I don't want cavities. Sometimes the why is massive. I want to live long enough to see my children grow. The bigger and deeper the why, the stronger the motivation. Example. A smoker who wants to quit for health might fail many times. But a smoker who quits because their child begs them to live longer, that person finds a strength they did not know they had. The science, dopamine, and the brain. Let's talk science for a moment. Motivation is closely linked to dopamine, a chemical in the brain. Many people think dopamine is about pleasure, but that's not true. Dopamine is about anticipation. Every time you take a step toward your goal, your brain releases dopamine as if to say, yes, you're closer. Keep going. This is why small wins matter. When you cross something off your to-do list, your brain rewards you with a burst of dopamine, encouraging you to keep moving. But here's the problem. Modern life hijacks dopamine. Social media, junk food, endless scrolling, these things give us cheap dopamine hits without real progress. So we feel busy but not fulfilled. True motivation comes when we align dopamine with meaningful progress. 4. A personal reflection. I once struggled with procrastination. I had a huge project to finish, but I kept avoiding it. Instead, I scrolled my phone, watched videos, ate snacks. My brain was satisfied with tiny dopamine hits, but my heart felt empty. One day, I decided to try something different. I told myself, just work for 10 minutes. That's all. After 10 minutes, dopamine kicked in. I felt progress. 10 minutes became 30, 30 became an hour. By the end of the day, I had finished more than I thought possible. That's when I realized motivation is not what starts the action. Action is what creates motivation. 5. The cycle of motivation. Think of it like this. You take a small action. Your brain releases dopamine. You feel progress. You want to take another step. Action, dopamine, progress, motivation, more action. This is the motivation loop. But if you never take the first step, the loop never begins. 6. Directed versus fantasy thinking. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, talked about two kinds of thinking: directed thinking and fantasy thinking. Directed thinking is logical, focused, goal-oriented. Fantasy thinking is creative, imaginative, the language of dreams. Motivation needs both. Directed thinking tells you what to do next. Fantasy thinking helps you see the big picture and imagine a better life. Without fantasy, there is no vision. Without direction, the vision never becomes real. 7. Exercise for you. Right now, I want you to try something. Think of a goal you've had for a long time. Maybe it's fitness, learning, starting a business, healing from something in your past. Now ask yourself, what is my extrinsic motivation? Example: money, recognition, approval. What is my intrinsic motivation? Example: growth, freedom, peace, health, joy. Write both down. Then circle the one that feels stronger in your heart. That circle, that's your real fuel. Motivation is not just hype. It's a system of energy, meaning, and biology. And once you understand how it works, you stop waiting for it to magically appear. You learn how to build it, step by step. In the next part, we're going to talk about why motivation disappears, the fears, the obstacles, the burnout, and exactly how to fight back when your fire starts to fade. Because remember this, motivation is not about waiting for the perfect mood. It's about creating the spark that lights your path.